A promise was made, the prophets of old. From David's throne, a Savior foretold. The Word became flesh, God's only Son. Light of the world, the righteous one.
As we look at who Messiah is said to be, where he is going to come from in Scripture, we see that it's going to come from the line of Abraham. That's not just any people. If there's someone from some other group, from some other lineage, from some other nation who's saying, I am the Messiah, I am the deliverer from God, that can't be it, because it has to come through the line of Abraham. However, as we all know, Abraham had many sons, and many sons had Father Abraham, but that's not what we're referring to. The actual genealogical sons, actual offspring of Abraham, right? You have Isaac, you have Ishmael, you have the other sons from his second wife, right? So Abraham had half a dozen or so sons of his own. However, God, even when he says that Messiah will come from Abraham, he then makes it more particular to where it's not just anyone from the line of Abraham, but that the promise of deliverance comes through Isaac. In Genesis 17:19, it says, Then God said, Sarah, your wife, shall bear you a son, and you shall call his name Isaac. I will establish my covenant with him for an everlasting covenant, and his descendants after him. And then even after Isaac has two sons, Jacob and Esau. And it's even limited down to there. Genesis 25:23 says, the older shall serve the younger. Genesis 25:29 through 34 is where you get Esau selling his birthright to Jacob. And in Genesis 27, Jacob receives Isaac's blessing. And so that Jacob becomes the son of promise through whom God's covenant and God's promise will be fulfilled. And as we know, Jacob later becomes named Israel. And so it's not just that the Christ will come through Abraham, but a specific descendant of Abraham. It's going to be through the nation of Israel.